We are live. Chandler, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule. You're getting an oil change, so you
Yeah, no, I'll change up.
yeah. So thanks for letting us interrupt your day. Um, well, let's start. If you would, go ahead and introduce yourself. When did you graduate from Ranken, and what have you been doing?
Okay, so I graduated Ranken in, oh my God, uh, 5 years ago, about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Uh, so after Ranken, I freelanced, and then freelancing worked out for like 3 months. I got a job at my current company as a front end entry level position.
Okay.
Been there for 4 years and 7, 8 months now.
Nice. Who's your current
About to leave
company?
it. That's Jet Airways of the U.S.
Okay, Jet Airways. And where
Uh,
where are they located?
they're based in L.A., but the IT is based here,
Okay.
St. Louis. Uh, and then I just 3 weeks ago, I accepted a job for Home Depot as a software engineer.
Nice. Nice. So this will be your second job
Yep.
after the freelancing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, talk about that freelancing a little bit. So you graduated Rankin and you just wanted to work for
So the
yourself kind of
freelance,
thing?
well, it wasn't more like working for myself. I worked with a freelancer that, so I worked on projects for Win and Shriek. They print T-shirts and jerseys and stuff for like small leagues and high schools and stuff like that. And also, what was the other thing we did? uh, Kickaroos was one of them from Veta Sports. We worked on that stuff.
Nice.
Uh, so just some like front end stuff for their website and different like e-commerce, but I only did the front end of it. So
So your current employer, you said, is JetBlue,
now Jet Airways of
Jet
the
Airways,
U.S.
Jet Airways,
Yep,
and your current job title is a
front end developer.
front end developer.
Yep.
And you just accepted a position at Home Depot,
Mhm.
and you start that pretty soon.
Monday.
You start it Monday, and your
Yep.
job title there is
Software engineer.
nice.
Yeah,
So yeah, you got some big changes in your life.
big changes. Yep.
Are you working in the office for Home Depot, or is it work from home?
It's a remote job.
It's a remote job. And well, let's talk about your current languages, what you currently
Mhm.
write with, and how that's going to be any different at Home Depot.
So currently, I learned through Jet Airways. I self-taught myself Angular because I thought, doing front-end work, I was like, there's got to be a better way than having 5,000 lines of JavaScript. So I found uh, Angular as a framework, and I can break stuff down into components. It's easier to update, faster build times, cleaner code. So I started learning that like 3 years ago.
Okay.
And that's actually what led me into Home Depot because they're looking for an Angular position, but they want to learn like server side. They want a full stack, but they're bringing on an Angular developer.
Nice. Nice. So that's what you've been doing at Jet Airways is Angular, and that's what Home Depot was looking for as well, was Angular.
Yep. Yep.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, we brought React into our curriculum.
Hmm.
So similar kind of front end framework there
Hmm.
in JavaScript, but yeah, I don't know the division if it's like 50-50 Angular and React jobs out there, or if there's more Angular
Hmm.
jobs or more React. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was doing job searching, it seemed like there was a lot of React jobs out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have updated our curriculum to be more JavaScript centric,
Hmm.
specifically Node and React. So that's
Hmm.
that's kind of new since you graduated. So you graduated five
Yeah.
years ago. Been working ever since. Did that freelance kind of help you land that position at Jet Airways?
Yeah, it definitely did because I used the freelancer guy that I worked for, Charlie. I used him as a reference, and my current boss and him talked for like I think 2 hours about my skill set and all that. So it definitely helped me land that job, this current job.
Man, that's cool. Just being honest, we haven't touched base much since you
I
graduated,
know,
so I
yeah.
hadn't heard from you. And then you reached out to me on LinkedIn, kind of out of the blue, and there was a position that you were gonna help fill with some entry level talent. So I appreciate that.
Hmm. Yep. Oh no, for sure.
And it's just really cool, someone that I hadn't seen in such a long time, and boom, here you are, 5 years of industry experience and
Yep.
success, and so I'm happy for you, man. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really cool. Um, what kind of software did you build for Jet Airways? What did you build?
So we mostly developed internal applications, web applications for our employees because we're a logistics company. So we do a lot of taking air bills and ship. We did a lot of forms, a lot of like kind of like spreadsheet type of stuff, a lot of data manipulation and API calls. Uh, that's kind of the gist of it
Yeah.
without getting too in depth with it.
Yeah, no, that's
'Cause it
cool.
can get really
Did you
complicated.
ever build like so you built a lot of internal software. Did you ever build anything external facing?
We built their website. I built a mobile app that I was really excited for.
So if I go
I
to
have it
Jet, if I
on
Google Jet Airways and I go to their
uh,
website,
Jet Airways of the
jetairways.com.
U.S. It's Jet, yeah, jet-airways.com.
Oh, you got the hyphen in there.
I got the hyphen in there.
Nice.
Yeah, I should have a giant truck on the front.
Yep, you got the giant truck, and so this is a site that
Yep.
you built. Now, did you have a team that you did this, or was this all you?
So this is all me. So like I always like when I was doing interviews and stuff to find another job, I always have to tell people that when I made this website, I did not have the final say on the layout. I would not have done it the way it is. I would not have added those images. I don't think it looks professional. Those are all my bosses, the actual owners of the company.
Yeah.
Like, we need this, that. So you have to make it the way they need it. So,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
but
pretty typical when you're making software
yeah,
for someone else. Is
yeah.
they're gonna want they might not all the opinions might not agree, right?
Yep, no, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, I had a lot of freedom on the application side for the internal apps and stuff like that. So
Nice.
that was
Nice.
really fun.
And so you started to touch on, and I was caught up on the website. You started to touch on a mobile app that you said you were pretty excited to work on.
So I built the uh, Android and iOS application to track and get scheduling and put our directory so you can call our different locations or email them. So that was done in Ionic. Ionic is uses Angular framework. It also uses, I think it now uses React. It uses a bunch of different ones, and then it compiles down to Java and Swift. So and then upload them up. I was really excited about the big thing on the app when I did it, because it was all myself that did it. I have no team. The big thing was getting local storage to work on it. So then people, when you track a shipment, you don't have to type your number in again. It's going to be saved on your phone. And then when you go, you can delete it. You can add a new one. So you can have multiple air bills and you can track multiple shipments. And I was really excited for that one.
That's cool, man. That's real cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've had some graduates, build some software, and even current students with this Ionic framework.
It's really nice.
Yeah, that's on our radar for sure. Well, that's cool. That's real cool. So, you're transitioning. It sounds like from basically a one-man team into a larger company with
Yep.
a bigger team, right?
Yep. About 20 plus.
Definitely a plus.
20 plus.
20
That's
plus.
the team. Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I mean, you excited about that? You nervous about it?
The way I was explaining it to my buddies and stuff, I'm looking for that jump. I don't want to be comfortable. The next position I get, I want to make sure that it's a challenge. I feel like I'm too comfortable in my current position to relax, and I want a challenge moving forward because that's how you grow. as a developer in this industry. If you're staying still, you're not really making more money at that point, and you're not benefiting yourself, because in the future, when you need to look for a job, you're not moving forward. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that change.
Yeah. Yeah. When I hear that kind of, push yourself, always be uncomfortable, constantly grow, that's how you know you're right for the industry, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You stay hungry, you stay hardworking, pushing yourself. That's really cool. So what's a day? Let's just talk about at Home Depot. You're working remotely. No, let's talk about the current company. What's a 9 to 5 look like for you right now?
So I drive to work every day.
Okay.
Go into the office, check my emails, check the help desk, see if we have any tickets in. There's no tickets, and we have an open project. I'll start working on the open project, getting that up to date. Then we got, testing. We put beta software out. Hopefully try to get employees to use it before we delete the old one.
Yeah.
Which it never works that way. So we always delete the old one and oh, this doesn't work. It's been out for 3 months. So, I go through, basically a day-to-day can always change for me. But for a project basis, my boss will give me an old application. He says, I want you to redo this. I will sketch it out on a piece of paper, because I have to design everything, lay out the components. Then I will make my Angular application for it, lay it out, make sure everything's the way I want it, add the functionality into it after I get it approved by my boss for the layout, add the functionality in. We'll run meetings for it, depending on what department it's for, accounting or operations, and then go from there until it's a finished product and it's out for beta and
Nice.
then out fully.
Very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, you're in a really unique situation. Most of the time you're working on teams, and this whole just working by yourself, it's a little bit different of a workflow. It's basically you and your boss
Yep.
and the people you're building software for directly.
Yep.
That's cool. That's different. It's definitely unique.
Mm-hmm.
What tips would you give current students to kind of get their first job, get their foot in the door?
I think a big one would be, don't focus so much on pay. I would say don't focus on pay. Yeah, I know everyone has a number in their head that they're looking to get when they get out of college. Oh, sorry. Oh, I dropped you. Hold on. Don't focus on pay. So we just hired a new person to replace me, but they're looking to hire another developer also. This guy has 3 months of programming experience, so we're going to have to train him a lot. He's going to have to learn Angular, and we're willing to train people. We're willing to do all this stuff. I don't know exactly what my boss offered him, but he came back with an $8,000 difference, and with no experience and stuff like that. And my boss just basically hit him with, we can't do that. We would hire a junior developer at that point for that price that has more experience. And to be honest, I thought he was going to lose the opportunity, but my boss gave him another chance to accept the offer. He ended up accepting it. And, I think your first job, you're not going to make what you think you're going to make, but you need that experience to move forward.
Yeah. It goes back to that being hungry for that first job, being hungry for the experience, being hungry to learn and grow, and not let a salary number get in the way. Because if you're ultimately after that salary, that will come with the experience.
Yes, for sure. So I can talk a little bit about my transitioning that into my salary right now. When I started at Jet 4 years ago, I started at $46,000 a year, which is a lot of money at the time for me. Currently I make 52.
Cool.
And then now Home Depot, I've been almost 5 years at Jet. When I go to Home Depot, I'm gonna be making $100,000 plus bonuses.
Whoa. So that's the proof in the pudding. The proof in the pudding was the experience is what got you the double in the salary.
It will come. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Congrats.
Yep. Thank you.
Um, well, we kind of talked about salary expectations. That's always my second to last question. So here's the last one, and then we'll kind of wrap it up. You came to Ranken, you studied development, you studied code. Now you're in the industry 5 years. Do you see yourself in this industry, until you retire, or do you see yourself, switching industries at some point?
Oh, I love this job. I love the challenges. See, I always tell people that want to get into programming, if try it out. If you don't like it, you're not going to. Don't do it for the money because you're not going to have fun doing this for the rest of your life. I like to think of like programming as like putting a puzzle together, and it's very frustrating at the beginning, but once you get it done, you're like, oh, I made that, and it's really nice, and I love it. I get a satisfaction from it every time I make a new project. See that application come together. When I get a compliment on my software, it just brings a smile to my face. When I hear how good of a job that I did, or a client says, oh yeah, we really like your technologies that we see here. I know that I made that, and that's making our company look good. And it brings a sense of joy to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Again, just hearing you answer it that way, you're a maker, you're a builder. You make stuff, you build stuff, and
yep,
you get
yep,
fulfillment out of that.
yep. And it's really funny because like when I went to Ranken, I didn't want to become a programmer. I went there for Cisco. I made my first website, and I was like, oh, I love this. This is awesome. And then I went through your class, and now here we are.
Oh, so you came to Rankin for the IT
Yep,
track,
yep.
and
I
once you
came
got your
for
hand on some
Cisco.
code, you never looked back.
Nope, I made my first website, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I love
It
this.
seems like you made the right choice, man.
I did. Yep. I
Congrats.
don't regret it at all. Yep.
That's very
Thank
cool.
you.
You, man, I really like the way you answered some of those questions. That's real cool. All right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, but don't hang up on
Yeah.
me. All right, thank
All
you.
right.